Welcome back to Bazaar Beauty. This week we have our hands on a very exciting new launch. It is the Marc Jacobs new Shameless foundation, aka one of the most hotly anticipated makeup launches of the year. The light to medium long wearing coverage has SPF 25 and it's also flashback free, meaning that your face won't show up white under the bright lights of cameras, which is why the beauty industry is so excited. We caught up with Gilbert Solis, global makeup artist for Marc Jacobs Beauty, to find out what makes the product so special.
So what usually causes the flashback in foundations is the SPF. And typically what happens is it creates sort of this chalky ashiness on the surface of the skin. And because the flash, produces light, it reflects, and that's when the skin appears sort of white. What makes Shameless so special is the innovation behind the formula. It's the technology that we use with the sun protection. So what we've done is we've encapsulated the SPF and we use a chemical sunscreen. So once you apply the foundation, that bead of SPF breaks and it absorbs into your skin, preventing the flashback. All right, so first up, I'll be using light Y270. Give it a good shake. And I'll be using a small dime on the back of my hand along with the seamless brush. I generally like to start in the center of the face and blend outwards, because typically this is where we experience most of the redness and discoloration. And using the seamless brush allows you to apply an even layer, providing a natural, effortless finish. Next, I'll use my favorite beauty sponge to go over the skin. This allows me to focus a bit more foundation around areas of concern. So if you have a blemish, a spot, or a hyperpigmentation, the idea is that you gradually build the coverage until you achieve the desired finish. But you can already see how it starts to even out the skin when you look at the side that has foundation and the side with none. Now, once you get nice, even coverage all over, I'm going to show you one of my ways on how to contour the skin using an additional foundation so that it looks really natural. So here's where I take a shade a few shades darker. This is Tan Y440. And I'll be using this around the perimeter of the face, on the high of the cheekbone, and around the jaw. All in the areas that you would typically use your contouring powder. But because I'm using a liquid, this really allows for a natural finish without all the effort. Applying it to the high of the cheekbone. And the idea is that you really want to focus it around the perimeter of the face, along the jaw, and then of course we don't want to forget the rest of the body, so blending down the neck. All right, so now that we have foundation all over, we can move in with a translucent pressed powder to eliminate some of the shine. So the great thing about Shameless foundation is that it has a self-setting feature, so there really is no use or need for powder, unless you have more of an oilier skin type and you prefer more of a matte finish. Then I think it's okay to go in and eliminate that bad shine. And typically that happens around the nose, under the eyes, just right in through the T-zone where we tend to get shiny during the midday. But I'm keeping it really light and focused. That's why I'm using the invisible pressed powder in finish line. And this is also adding an additional layer of durability because we're setting the foundation. And to complete the look, a soft flush using the Airblush Soft Glow Duo in Flesh and Fantasy, sweeping the blush back and forward. And then focusing most of the application right on the apples of the cheeks, so smile. This will create a nice healthy flush. And then we blend and brush it up and out towards the temple. Okay, so there you have it. Using Shameless foundation will really help you create a nice, youthful looking finish.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Harper's Bazaar Arabia on YouTube to make sure that you catch next week's Bazaar Beauty, and give this video a thumbs up while you're there, and I'll see you again next week.